I want to do is I want to explore how you can create a kind of you are there experience to create the sense that those that can't go on a field research due to their place bound because they have children, because they're disabled, they have a job, they would be able to participate and come with the team to remote areas.
Right now we're standing on a hard gravel.
I learned that pounding in my tent stakes
right
over there, solid rock. And still participate in some other way than your traditional online learning, which is really just text-based.
Basically what you have is the under rock is not as hard as the over rock, and so it's undercutting it.
So with that, my graduate student Adam Lenz, and Adam was a great assistance. He's as much as this as I am. I said, Adam, we need to find a way in which we can find a portable dish that allows us to broadcast anywhere in the world in real time, that has minimum requirements of power, and it cannot be based on cell technology. It has to be independent of that because many places have no power, have no cell connection. So we started doing our research on who is doing that. First off, who is doing that nationally? Well, no one was doing it nationally. No universities were doing it nationally. And then I stumbled across Trackstar, and it was very interesting because they ended up being less than a mile from here. They're about a mile, actually about a mile from here. And they were the last one I came to after going to Utah, after going up north to see another company.
Phil Peters, a professor at UCF, and his crew approached us after a lot of research in the market and explained their concept of taking Cowboys with cameras out to Utah and doing the research out there with a group of students and graduate students. And that fits our application perfectly because they were mobile and they were remote.
Here we are. There's Camelback Mountain there. We're looking south. We always have to have our dish facing south. Nathan is our network operations here. He's got our control board up and running. He keeps us online. You can see that this, I want to point out a little bit about our satellite. Trackstar has a very innovative satellite dish. It breaks down into five pieces. It fits into a bag, and then that bag goes in one of these boxes. So our whole satellite system travels in these two black boxes. The command center is off of this laptop here that Nathan runs. And then we have our network engineer, technical director back in UCF.
What these products do is allow you to communicate when there's no terrestrial communications infrastructure available. So by taking one of our small portable satellite antennas, they're able to have telephone communications, World Wide Web access for office applications, including internet. But most importantly, Phil Peters' concept was to take the professor out into the field and teach the course from there. And we were able to give him a live video stream from the remote site. And of course, UCF's contribution was to basically set up a classroom environment over the internet into a web portal that they developed for this project, where students could actually log in and participate in the classroom live with the students and the professor in the field.
I took there was myself, I had my producer, John Nelson, I had my videographer, John Jones, I had my what we call the on-site computer operator, which was Nathan Draylock, and then back here was Adam Lenz, who was here as the running the board here. Then I had 50 students and adult learners, primarily in Florida, but they could be anywhere in the world, and they had log-ons, and they would participate in the class. We had a schedule, and 3 times a day we would broadcast. In between, I could ask them to do assignments, but I would know who was on, who was not. We would do interviews. It was like a class that I knew who was there. Welcome to Monument Valley. Today we're going to be looking at the scenes from The Searchers. We're out finding those historic scenes from the 1956 classic starring John Wayne, directed by John Ford, many to be considered John Ford's finest film. Here we are in Monument Valley again. This scene is where the stagecoach and the soldiers come up the historic road. This was the original road, which was here in 1936. The dust and the dryness and the dirt roads just make it difficult, and I wanted to put the team under the stress so we could make sure that we knew that we could then go anywhere and do this as a service. We could take a classroom anywhere to anyone. So in theory, the most advantage of both would be from a remote location to a remote location. So here's someone giving a class from the jungles of South America to people spread around the world. So it really is that's what makes it different.